My name is Gail Ann, and I'm going to be guiding this gentle yoga practice. It will be a seated practice, so I invite you to find a chair, preferably with a firm seat, a straight back, and no arms. We'll be moving with breath, so if you feel any pain, back off a little bit, don't press quite so hard. This is meant to be a seated break to give you some energy in the middle of your day, or perhaps even to begin your day. So let's start with a short break by finding our seated position. Find your sits bones. Once you're level on your sits bones, come forward a little bit of them, dropping the pubic bone in the front, bringing the tail feathers out behind. Bring shoulders over hips, chin in, ears over shoulders, axial extension, crown of head reaching high. Now that we've found this comfortable seat, this proper seat with spine length, let's take just a moment to breathe, to prepare for our practice. If you'd like to, I invite you to close your eyes, perhaps gaze gently down at the floor in front of you. So let's take 2 breaths together, breathing through the nostrils if that's available to you. On an inhale, pause, and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. We'll begin our break with a finger and wrist stretch. So bring your right hand out in front of you, palm to the front of the room, fingers up. Take your left hand and just gently encourage your fingers back towards your face. Pulse a little bit if that's comfortable. Then fingers to floor. And again, use your left hand to gently move the fingers towards you and away from you. Switching hands, left hand, arm reaches out from the shoulder, fingers point toward the ceiling. Gently bring the fingers back towards your face. You can hold them or pulse, whatever feels good. No pain, just feel the gentle stretch. Then fingers down, do the same. And then just take your hands and flash them. Just open and close your fingers as fast as you can, sort of like you're throwing the ball, really nice pulses for your fingers, good. And then let's relieve our wrists, especially if you've been working on a computer or writing a lot. So the first is flap like a birdie, just hands out, let your hands flop, stretch your wrists. The next is get the bugs off your chest, fingers just flick off your chest, good. And then take your arms wide, bring your fingers together, and with compression, hug the elephant. He's so big you can't get your arms around him. Good. Bring your hands down. We'll stretch out the shoulders a little bit. So bring your right arm up in front of you. Take it to the left, and using your left hand, trying to keep your arm roughly straight. There can be a slight bend to your elbow. Bring that forearm closer to your collarbone using your left hand. Feel the stretch in your shoulder. Try not to twist. You want to keep your hips, knees, and shoulders still pointed in front of the room so that the twist that stretches in your shoulder, chin in. Good. Then bring that back to the other side. The 2 sides may feel different. That's okay. Nice. Good. Down, roll the shoulders for release, both directions, together or separately. And then reach your hands overhead, but this time with your palms up, wrists point toward the front, and just push like you were trying to push the ceiling away from you. So you're pushing down through your sits bones and pushing up through the palms. Good. If it's available to you, bend your elbows, grasping your elbows with your hands, and just do side stretches. Back and forth, left to right. Try and keep your shoulders down and your head in between your hands. The slower you go, the better for you. If you want to do it with breath, you can inhale to the center, exhale to the side, inhale to the center, exhale to the side, come back, bring your hands to your lap, and now just do shoulder shrugs. So bring your shoulders up as high as you can, touch the ears, and drop them down. shoulders up, up, up. Really scrunch and let them fall down. Good. Now, tilt your head so that your ear is trying to listen, your left ear is trying to listen to something your left shoulder is saying. Bring your head back to center. Sit nice and tall. Drop right ear to right shoulder. Breathe. Back to center. Now, if you want to move back a little bit in your chair, that's fine. But if it's available to you, bring your hands behind your chair. If you can grasp the forearms, or you can just bring your hands to the legs of your chair. But try and have your arms behind you and just look up to the ceiling. Allow your back to arch away from the back of the chair. And just stay here a moment. If it hurts your neck, come out. Come back towards a seated position. And stay here for just a couple of breaths, so be sure you can breathe. You should feel a stretch in the front of your neck. Allow your shoulders to drop down if the back of the chair allows. And breathe. When you're ready to come out, bring your hands so your fingers are at the back of your head and gently help your neck bring your head back to a seated position. Good. Come back to our seated position on the front of our sits bones, away from the back of the chair. Bring your hands to a prayer position and just alternate, sending your fingers away and down, trying to keep the palms and fingers together, bringing the fingers up and pointing towards your chest. Feel the stretch in your arms and your shoulders. Again, try and press the palms and fingertips together. Just feeling the stretch. I feel stretch all the way through my shoulders, my elbows, my wrists. It's like a whole arm stretch. Good. Nice. And just roll the shoulders a little bit, release the tension. Flap like a birdie, because my wrists feel like they want to do that. Now bring your left foot more toward the center of your body. Cross your right ankle over your left foot and twist gently to the right. Don't use your hands as levers. Just let them fall where they do, shoulders down. Let your neck look as far behind you as is comfortable. Eyes can look a little further, giving good ocular exercise. Try to keep the left hip anchored on the chair so that you're getting a nice, it'll come up a little bit, but a nice twist in your lower spine. Breathing. Inhale, twist just a bit further. And exhale, slowly come back to center. And get ready for the other side and cross the ankles. Bring the right foot slightly towards center. Cross left ankle over right, allowing the knee to open. Inhale for a nice length and twist, looking over to the left. Again, neck can look further back than shoulders. Eyes can look further back than neck, but don't lever your hands. Just let your hands be light. Let the twist be generated from the low back. Breathing. Inhale, twist just a bit further. And exhale. Slowly come back to center. Uncross the feet. Bring feet back to hip width apart. Circle the ankles. Both directions. I'm going inward. Now I'm going outward. Give our thumbs a little love, just a little bit of twiddling. Go both directions. Again, I always start fast, but it's actually better if you can go more slowly. And on an inhale, let's have a full body stretch. So send your legs out, your hands high, look up, stretch everything like an early morning, first stretch of the day. Inhale, and then an exhale. Come back to seated. Let's take 3 breaths together to conclude this practice. to assess how our bodies feel, and to give ourselves thanks for taking a pause, taking a break. Thank you for joining me for this quick break. Have a lovely day.